Hey guys, so I'm back with Ant-Man number 2. In this issue, Scott tries to establish his life, and in the first few pages include the D-list villain Grizzly, who generally hates Ant-Man after he left him stranded in the event Siege, but it was actually O'Grady that had the mantle at the time, which plays a role later on. So after trying to attack Ant-Man, Grizzly and Ant-Man Scott Lang exchange identities and stories because this is a comic world after all, and exchanging identities is what they do. So after they do this, Grizzly realizes, I have the wrong Ant-Man. After this scene, Ant-Man Scott Lang tries to open his own security company. Much like he said in the first issue, who better to protect your stuff from being stolen than the guy who used to steal them? As you can figure out, they dismiss him pretty quickly. Well, to be fair, one nice old lady gave him a chance to finish his pitch. So, in an act of wit and naivety, he turns off all the lights, pitch black, opens the vault containing the money. Now, he did this in order to show that he really does want the money, that he really does have the skills and the knowledge about security systems and computers to get what he needs done. So, instead of getting this point across, he awakens a giant Nazi robot that was inside guarding the money. Why not? It's cool, I guess. Ant-Man basically puts his powers to use that he's been complaining about so much. He shrinks down, and in an epic scene, he takes the robot apart from the inside out and saves the day once again. One thing I really liked is that after this, he was left inside the vault by himself, and he was thinking, I could just steal a little bit of this money, just to start my company. I mean, I don't need a lot. After all, no one would even notice. And would it actually even be bad? Because these guys did have a Nazi robot, so technically would be stealing from people who own Nazi robots. So it's like he's stealing from bad guys, which makes it all better. But after this, he remembers his daughter and wants to be the hero that the daughter sees him as. And I thought that was a really cool scene, because it shows Ant-Man may not be the best guy, but much like in the first issue, he does want to be a great father, and he wants to be who she sees him as, and it's a hero. So in the end, it does all work out because the lady does end up funding his company out of pocket, out of a act of generosity, or maybe just because she has nothing better to do. We'll never know. But now with his own company, Ant-Man does realize he needs employees. So who better to hire than the guy who tried to kill him, Grizzly? So yeah, they are now working together in this security company. Overall, it was a really funny issue. It had a really meaningful story to it. It shows that people can change. Scott Lang, most of all, he really does want to change for the best. And even Grizzly changes. He is working with Ant-Man now, and it's really good. But at the same time, it also shows that people who have made mistakes in the past it closes a lot of doors for them, but you could do whatever you want as long as you try hard and do what you want. So yeah, I give this issue a well-deserved 9 out of 10. I do recommend it.